Hello, all my yogis. Welcome to day 12 of our mobility challenge. And today we're going to work on flossing. You think about flossing your teeth. This is a sequence for the chest and the hips and really the entire body that has become one of my favorites to utilize. So you're going to come to your mat, and I'm using a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a towel that's been rolled up, a bigger towel. You can use a resistance band. You can use a TheraBand, okay? So get creative here. So we're going to bring the band, or in this case, the strap, to my right foot. And you can see I'm oppositionally pushing my left leg away, and I'm actually pushing into a wall here. So this is a great place where you can actually use a wall to create a little bit of that oppositional force. So you're going to continue to take that breath, and you're going to work actually your upper body. Okay, your hands up the strap. And now you can see I'm actually lifting my head off the mat. And as I take those exhales, I'm pulling my toes towards the top of my head. Now I'm bracing and engaging my core. You can see my upper body is really strong here and supportive. And then slowly we're going to release. Now take your next breath, and I'm going to take my right arm out as I move my right leg, working now in my adductors, okay, or my inner thighs and my inner hip. So what's great here is you're going to get a secondary extension through the left hip here. If we oppositionally push the left foot away and I'm engaging my core and working, okay, the chest open as well. Make sure that that left hip stays connected to our mat. Now, an option to add more extension through the left side of the body is to actually take the arm above the head here. And you can work that for a couple breaths, or you can keep the hand down at the torso. Inhale, go ahead and come back to center. Exhale, take that breath, find that hamstring release, reset in center, and now exhale. I'm going to work left hand at the band or strap, and I'm going to start to work into my abductors. So notice I'm pausing and then slowly working my way down to where my hips are actually going to stack. So you can see I'm just shifting my hips there slightly so that my hips can actually stack on top of one another, so that I'm working deep into that IT band fascia here, okay, and connective tissue and muscle. So remember to start at that 45, stay there as long as you need to, even if it's for this entire practice today, for this entire challenge. I'm oppositionally pushing my right hand into the mat, okay, so that I get that twist. It's really important. We are creating support for our spine. Option is also to bend the knee to lessen the leverage, okay, or find that extension again by pushing fully out through the bottom of that right foot. Come back to center. Inhale, take the breath up. Exhale, pulling those toes towards the tops of the head. Now, every time we come back to the center point, you guys, we're resetting. Continue to brace the core. Release your band. Now you're going to take your right arm underneath your right calf. Left hand's going to support at the bottom of that foot. Inhale, take the breath up. Exhale, I'm pulling once again the right toes towards the top of my head. Now, remember, I'm bracing my core. My neck is not doing the work here, okay? I'm engaging through my core, but by lifting my body, my head, I'm creating a deeper release through the outside of that right glute. Go ahead and release. Come on down. And variation number 2 of our reclining twist. As we exhale, we're going to bring the bottom of that right foot across the body to the left side of the mat, working my right shoulder blade, my right side body to the right side of the mat, creating once again that same rotation, that same twist that's so healthy for our bodies. Inhale, go ahead and come back to center. All right, coming to our last position here, single happy baby. Take the right hand, pressing it into the bottom of the right foot. Take that deep breath, and as we exhale, we're going to pull that knee, pull that foot down towards the right side of our mat. Again, oppositionally pushing out through the bottom of our left foot. Nice, strong core, strong upper body to create this beautiful, beautiful extension through both hips. Really, really healthy for those hips and pelvis. Pull both knees to the chest And we're going to switch to the other side. So taking your left foot to the band or strap. Exhale, pushing out through the bottom of your right foot. Now, remember, we're still working that chest open here. So shoulder blades come onto the back as I start to pull those toes towards the top of the head. Okay, and now we're going to take that breath as we work those hands up that strap a little bit more. We're going to elevate and lift the head off the mat, remembering that it's not the neck that's doing this, you guys. It's the core that's bracing. Okay, creating that strength. Make sure we really, really are using that upper body. You can see my entire body, my upper body is engaged here to support this hamstring stretch. Go ahead and release, come down to your mat. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, start to work out through those adductors, those inner thigh and hip muscles as we work the left foot down to the left side of the mat. Notice I'm actually kind of watching that right hip, making sure the right hip doesn't curl off our mat. Okay, you stop the moment that right hip wants to move off the mat. That's where you stop. Okay, and that's where you're going to stay till we increase this mobility. That's why we're doing this challenge. Option to create more expansion through the right side of the body again is to take that arm to the top of the head, okay, and work a deeper stretch as we create kind of this oppositional triangle here. Really, really great. Inhale, take the left hand to the band or strap and come back to center. Exhale, find that reset point, work through that hamstring stretch. And then take your next breath, working the left foot across the body. Here we go, pausing at that 45-degree angle. Really, really key that we give our body that moment to make sure that we have the mobility to keep going. If not, we stay there. Continue to use that breath. Notice I'm shifting those hips, stacking those hips on top of one another, and now pushing that left foot, okay, into the mat. I'm going to show you an option. If we just feel like we've got way too much hip flexor firing, you can actually grab a block or a pillow or a chair or a stool, something to kind of level off. And what I'm doing is it's actually allowing me to push oppositionally into that block with my adductors, which actually helps those hip flexors expand and open up. Oppositional force. It's so amazing. Taking my left hand to the outside, okay, of the left side of my mat, creating that beautiful twist. A little tongue-tied there. Make sure we're really, really focusing on what's going on with the core, you guys. That becomes the centerpiece. As we engage and are able to create that twist, we're going to get a lot more mobility, okay, through the hips, the chest, okay, and the spine. Take one more nice deep breath, pushing out through the bottom of that left foot, and inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reset in our center position. Find that hamstring release. Go ahead and release your band now or your strap. We're going to loop that left hand through to the bottom of the left calf and exhale, pulling toes towards the forehead. Once again, curling up, chin towards the foot and bracing through the core. Don't forget about what's going on with that right leg. It's really important, you guys, to get as much benefit as we can, to remember that every part of the body plays a role here. Take that last deep inhale and exhale, pull the left foot across the body into our variation here of reclining twist. Deep expanding breath, deep exhale. I'm pushing my foot into my right hand, and my right hand is pushing back into my foot to create more space in that gluteal tissue. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale. Take the left knee to the left armpit. Think about holding a tray with the bottom of that foot. Okay, creating nice extension through the inner thighs, the hamstrings, and getting that secondary benefit with hip extension on that right side. Go ahead and release that foot and pull both knees into the chest. So big circle rolls, spinal circles, okay, just massaging that low back. Couple reclining twists, take those arms out into T shape, pushing down through the palms so we get, again, the shoulder blades come onto the back, the chest opens. And you're just gonna take those feet, hugging your inner thighs, your midline work as we zip up those inner thighs, and just slowly work those knees side to side, just giving some nice gentle twists. This is so good for our internal organs. It's really detoxifying, okay? And it's mobilizing for these big body parts that get so bound up, the chest, the hips, the low back. Go ahead and release both feet down to that mat and just take a moment to relax before we come to a sitting position on our mat. So with it being Valentine's week, I want you to just really honor this body. Okay, loving your body for where you're at today. Seeing and celebrating the progressions that have happened over the last 12 days. Okay, and looking forward to the many progressions that you're going to make. You've created an amazing habit. So don't let that go. Okay, continue to move through these mobility challenges. Let me know how I can help. And you guys have an amazing day.